In this question, we're going to look at how we can implicitly differentiate something, and also then how we can use your dy by dx function to find stationary points. Okay, so first of all, it says, given that x squared plus 6xy plus y squared plus 32 is equal to 0, use implicit differentiation to show that dy by dx is equal to this thing. And now this is very nice the way they've worded this, because if you can't do the first part of the question, you can still get access to the rest of the marks and the rest of the question. Okay, first thing I would do, write down your curve that they give you. And this is what's called implicit differentiation, because your y is not given explicitly in terms of x, so you've got to use something different. So you don't write down dy by dx. What I would write down is that means differentiate with respect to x. And I'm going to differentiate this term with respect to x, this double term, this term, and also the 0. So all of these things are going to get differentiated. Okay, first of all, if you differentiate x squared with respect to x, that's nice and easy. Just get 2x. And then this thing we're going to differentiate with respect to x. So this is what's called a product. So when you we're differentiating products, you have two bits here. Way of doing this is just to write down the first and differentiate the second. So second is y. If you differentiate y with respect to x, you get dy by dx. Or what we could do is write down this, what we have to do, I should say, is write down the second and differentiate the first. And if you differentiate the first, differentiate the 6x, you will just get 6. Okay, so that's what we've got. So that's that whole term done. Next thing we've got to do is differentiate your y. Now, you're really using the chain rule to do this. So if I really want to differentiate y squared with respect to x, I can't do that. I can't differentiate my y squared with respect to x. So what I do is differentiate with respect to y and then multiply by dy by dx. So any function of y, just differentiate with respect to y and then put a dy by dx on the end of it. That's really it. So when we get rid of that, when we do this, if you differentiate your y squared, you will get 2y and then dy by dx. Differentiate your 32, you get 0. Don't need to write it down. Differentiate the 0, you get 0. Okay, so that's that all done. We now need to tidy up. So what I'm going to do is leave all my dy by dx terms, I should say, on the left-hand side. So tidy it up a little bit. And everything else gets fired over to the other side. So I'll have minus 2x minus 6y. And then factorize out your dy by dx on the left-hand side. Dy by dx was multiplying 6x and 2y. And it's equal to minus 2x minus 6y. Then divide across, your dy by dx is just going to be minus 2x minus 6y, all divided by 6x plus 2y. And then top and bottom are divisible by 2, so why not make life a little bit easier? Cancel down a bit, and we're going to get, bear with me, apologies, I've jumped in another question there, minus x minus 3y all over, and that was 3x plus just y. Is that what we're looking for? I hope so. Oh, they've taken the minus outside the bracket. Bear with me, let me get rid of this. They've taken the minus outside the bracket, so let's just write it. Play the game, write it the way they want it. And there we have it. Lovely. So that's your dy by dx. Very nice indeed. Okay, let's go back and look at the question. It says, hence, this is a bit somebody wanted me to do for them. So hence find the coordinates of the stationary points on the curve. So stationary points, if you want to find a stationary point, you've got to put your dy by dx equal to 0. So if you're looking for the coordinates of stationary points, this is our part 2. We're going to say put dy by dx equal to 0. Not always, but quite often in a mark scheme, you'll get a mark for just writing dy by dx equal to 0. Now, you've got what's called a quotient, so like a fraction. So to get a fraction equal to 0, you just put the top line equal to 0. So just say, i.e., if this is your minus of x plus 3y equal to 0. And then we can just write that, divide through by the minus, x plus 3y is equal to 0. Or you could say your x is equal to minus 3y. So that means everywhere you see your x in this first equation, you could replace it with minus 3y. So there's my equation, x squared plus 6xy plus y squared plus 32. We're just going to say sub that in. Sub x equals minus 3y into, now we're going to forget this thing, x squared plus, bear with me here, 6xy plus y squared plus 32 equals 0. Look at a mess of this now. Okay, so we've got this. So we want to sub into this thing. We want to sub it into this. So everywhere I see my x, I'm replacing it with minus 3y. So minus 3y instead of my x. Okay, and I haven't done this, so bear with me. Just please check in case I make any mistakes here. 9y squared, if you square minus 3y, you get 9y squared. And this is going to be minus 18y times y is 18y squared plus another y squared. Then plus 32 is equal to 0. Sort that out then. What's that going to be? 9y squared minus 18y squared is minus 9y squared plus another y squared is going to be minus 8y squared plus 32 equals 0, which means 32 is equal to 8y squared, which means 32 divided by 8 is equal to y squared, which means my y squared is equal to 4, which means y is equal to plus or minus the square root of 4, so plus or minus 2. And then you need to find the corresponding values. Remember up here, where on earth was this? We said x was equal to minus 3y, so just a wee word, just say when y equals minus 2, x is going to be equal to minus 3 times minus 2, so x is equal to 6. So that gives you, one of your coordinates is 6 minus 2. Also say when y is equal to plus 2, then x is equal to minus 3 times 2, which means my x is equal to minus 6. So that gives me minus 6, 2. And hopefully that's the right answer then for my two stationary points. Okay, there's another example like this, very similar one from C4 June 2026, question 5. Good wee example there, very similar method to this one.